I love the storyline and the characters, particularly the stereotypical male characters that are honestly not so stereotypical in today's world. I also really appreciated how much humor was in this piece. Um, and it was just like humor at like the absurdity of dating situations. It wasn't humor that really poked fun at like any particular individual. But I really appreciated like the absurdity of things. And honestly, just I really appreciate how honest and vulnerable this film was too about just how certain just how things affect people personally. I feel like that vulnerability that was there was really strong. And of course, because, it's under the category of romance, I also really love that at the end, our main protagonist was able to communicate their needs and might have found love. Oh, and love also that our main protagonist is not afraid to set their boundaries strongly. For me, that was also like loved to see that.
I think it does a really good job of laying out some of the complexities of dating and makes fun of them without punching down. I think the current state of dating for young people is very interesting and kind of toxic, and this kind of points that out, but has this main character speak up for herself and kind of speak against this norm that's been established. And I want to commend the writing in that. I think this was acted really well. I think it was an interesting story. And I think this is a really strong lead character. I think it was acted really well. I think it was written really well. And I think it kind of flips this narrative of almost like hookup culture and not really standing up for yourself in these quick relationships on its head.
I thought it had some humor, and the concept of the young woman using a dating app as a disabled person, that was really interesting. I learned something here. Seeing her on the 3 dates, you figure Gabe has a chance, and then he says something that really puts her off. But it was really smart how it then took us to another place where she could meet him beyond a date. And there's where they really communicated. And I thought the writing was really good here in that he picked up on what she needed to hear because he did sincerely wish to see her again. And so did she. I just thought the conclusion was really well done and lovely to watch. The actors were very good in their parts.
Continuously swiping and not realizing exactly what you're swiping on until you meet them in person. And this film amplifies those struggles even more by the fact that our main character has to navigate online dating while disabled. She has to weed out all the weirdos, the fetishists, the creeps, the people who feel like they're walking on eggshells around her. So I appreciated looking into that aspect and showing how hard that is to navigate online dating. I thought that the chemistry between our characters was really good. I love that she gave him a chance, even though their first date maybe wasn't ideal. So I like that choice. I enjoyed where this film is going. I would definitely watch the next episode where we see the relationship progress and seeing if maybe she continues to give him that chance and if he makes any more mistakes and owns up to him like he does in this first film. So yeah, I loved where this was going.
Tiny bit of Black Mirror vibes, but it's actually just how society is, just falling in love through an app, same as you would do nowadays with Tinder or Bumble or these kind of apps. This one as well is focusing on this app and then these people finding each other until the ending, where they actually, although they initially they didn't engage, they didn't connect well with the app, but then they just found the two characters find themselves on the streets and they decide to go for a drink and maybe the relationship starts from there. I think it was pretty interesting, a nice ending that concludes the main character's arc.
I like this approach into learning the added obstacles for dating and some of the priorities posed in this situation. Online dating, a lot of dating apps, you understand no one is perfect, and it's hard to identify the things that will become a bigger problem from the ones that you can potentially compromise, or you can adjust or learn to live with, tolerate. They gave us a different perspective of what it means to date, depending on your own situation and your own expectations of the other person.